now, back to the same question.
I have.
Now, I'm saying about the killing. You
Yeah.
talk about the Romans kill all the spiritual men. Now, why would they have to kill them? And if they kill them, like for instance, saying when you kill somebody, you take their life. Are you really taking their life when you kill them?
Not really, no. If they got a soul, you're not taking their life. Eventually, you just speeding up what's going to happen to them a few years down the road anyway. Death is inevitable. Death itself, my friend, is the soul. That's what your soul is.
It's the birth of, it's the releasing of the soul.
Now, that also sounds a bit spooky. This is something
Yes, it
like
sounds
what
spooky.
Jim Jones did. So actually, it's making me becoming a little bit spooky.
No, it's not Jim Jones. It's not Jim Jones because the simple fact is what I'm doing is I'm providing ancient scholarship. I'm giving you text that you're supposed to go and study yourself. See, the good thing about why I'm saying that you can basically take what I say as gospel, because I don't have a follower in our group.
Yeah.
I am basically a scholar and a researcher into ancient material. As a matter of fact, I don't even suggest that you even believe what I say if you eventually don't go and research it for yourself. So what I'm doing here, see, this is the deal how we have to distinguish on who we're talking to. A lot of people out here, they have a certain group and they want a certain people to follow them. I don't come in that category of people. Number one, I'm providing ancient information that was hidden from us for thousands of years. Now, how do you receive that information? That's up to you. So do I tell you not to be a Christian, or I tell you to say my point of view? That's not the point here. What we're doing is we are basically recording records of information that was lost to us for years. You see what I'm saying? This information, what is it supposed to do? It is supposed to enhance what area you are in, other than tear it down. Or, if you feel like it, you don't have to be a part of that, the system that you're in. You understand? What I'm trying to tell you, it makes common sense that nobody on the earth needed a new religion to come to them that they didn't already have. It's irrational for an Eskimo to worship a Jewish savior. That don't make no goddamn sense.
Never did.
You see what I'm saying? So why is it as we are Africans would have to look in the context of we got to have one particular religion that defines us all, when the religion is a new thing? You see what I'm saying? 2,000 years ago we had educational systems, and because you was educated in those systems, these things that I'm saying would make a lot of common sense. It's just that 2,000 years ago they separated the science from the education. So the scientific people say to be in science you can't believe in God. And the religious people saying to believe in God you can't believe in science. Whereas we didn't have religion or spirituality and science when they weren't together in the African science. You see what I'm saying? So what I'm dealing here right here is giving you a concept of transference of energy. It's the same as science, so that's exactly what those books was talking about. That was later rehashed into religion, where you just follow some shit that don't make no goddamn sense, all because you're afraid of going to hell, whereas hell is where you live. The earth is called Hyle, and the people that live on earth are called Hylics.
Oh, Hylics coming.
You see. And basically, if you was the underworld, they call hell. Well, hell, if you was in the, let's say if you was up in the stars somewhere, wouldn't this be the underworld, Earth?
Mm-hmm.
So it depends on your perception of things, and basically what we have to do is we have to unravel pertinent information of knowledge, no matter how disturbing it may sound. Remember, anything that you get new is strange.
Yes,
Otherwise, it wouldn't be new. The first time a person went to, you ever see a little child go into first grade for the first time?
Mm-hmm.
That's some terrifying shit. Anything that you did for the first time. Most men who never had sex, or most women who never had sex for the first time, it's a little scary before you get up in there and find out, you know, you can do some things. It's the fear of the unknown. You understand what I'm saying? And that's what knowledge is supposed to do. If I come and give you a series of information that you agree on, that's not knowledge. That's inspirational ceremony. That's giving you some stuff that you, that's why you go to the church and go, yeah, go ahead, yeah, go ahead. That means that he's giving them some stuff that everybody knows, so he's not teaching them. That's masturbation. Otherwise, it should be going, oh, I didn't know that. But see, we have been trained to not really know what knowledge is. We've been trained for inspirational ceremony. You see what I'm saying? And it's based on respect, too. If the Pope came and broke all this shit down, you wouldn't have no problem with it. Because you would feel that he's a man of authority and he's supposed to know what he's supposed to be. And that's based on the brainwashing of what they have done to us, too. We don't think that people that you might meet yourself that's unapproachable, that's not unapproachable to you, should know anything. So I shouldn't be sitting up in here a few feet across from you telling you anything profound. Whereas a man that travels around in a glass cage and waves to you in a window, because he's unapproachable to you, you have been trained that he must know more knowledge than a person in your own community. Mm-hmm. You see what I'm saying? So what we're talking about here is not a form of religion. What we're talking about here is a form of education, which the African way comprised of spirituality, in which you call religion. So that's the difference between me and other people. You see what I'm saying? I'm not out to get your money to tell you what you want to know. Every day we live, we're supposed to learn something. And the day that we don't learn something is the day that we don't live. That's what the Egyptians used to say. So therefore, if this stuff seems strange, that's the only way you get your mind to work.